We do have their Kickstarter page. They have raised almost $10,000 of 36,000 that they want. They have 130 backers already. It just launched. Like, literally just launched. Oh! Trump is the property speculator. Trump is breaking news. Donald Trump is in the Billionaires and Guillotines game as the property speculator, which means the socialists created a game in which they are literally threatening to murder Trump. Everyone understands this, right? This game is called Billionaires and Guillotines. The purpose of this game is that the billionaires keep amassing more stuff until the proletarian try to violently overthrow them and cut off their heads with guillotines. And one of the billionaires is Trump. This game is literally threatening Trump. This game is acting out, violently overthrowing Donald Trump. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? How is this real? That's Rupert Murdoch. That's is that H.W. Bush or is that W. Bush? I think that's H.W. Bush. Oh, the Elon Musk. Holy shit! Holy shit! They've got Elon Musk, H.W. Bush, Rupert Murdoch, and Donald Trump. So the game is threatening to murder Elon Musk too? Oh, God. This is so great. This is Christmas and my birthday and Valentine's Day all in one. This is great. Excellent job, socialists. Excellent job. I don't know who the war profiteer is. Any guesses on who the war profiteer is? Is that maybe Nancy? Is that Nancy? Her hair's too long to be Nancy, though. I don't know.
As you compete to use your resources to get those assets, your actions inadvertently trigger social, economic, political, and ecological crises. And as these crises begin to spiral out of control, the chance of a revolution happening increase and increase. And so there is an eventuality that happens about 30 to 40% of the time in the game where all of the billionaires lose because there's a revolution and it's bye-bye billionaires. There's one opportunity in the game for the billionaires to cooperate with one another and invest in things like xenophobia or a culture war, or even pay a wealth tax in order to try and buy off the people or distract them. But for the most part, the game accelerates to an apocalyptic moment, which is both very realistic and a lot of fun in this case. And then
they literally created a board game where the billionaires are violently overthrown and murdered. Wow.
In this second version of the game, you're going to add a few elements in. You're going to add in these crisis cards. You're going to make sure that this guillotine's here at the center of the table. You are going to add in these rebels. As the crises begin to cascade out of control, rebels are going to gather. And once all 10 rebels gather around the guillotine, that's it. It's game over. All the billionaires lose a lot more than their assets. But for now, let's just put these rebels to the side. And third, you have these panic cards, which I'll explain to you in a minute.
They all lose their heads. He's saying to murder the billionaire. Just so we're... This is a game about murdering billionaires. Two of those billionaires being Donald Trump and Elon Musk, literally on their cards.
But the crisis has nonetheless been unleashed. When that happens, three things happen. First, the crisis is going to move over here after subtracting from my score. After counting against me, that's the first thing. Then the second thing is it's going to move over here by the guillotine. Let's put these extra cards to the side. Then we're going to place, you'll notice on this card that there are two little rat icons. That means that two rebels are going to get added to this card. 1, 2.
Wow.
And now, the third thing that's going to happen is 2 new crisis cards are going to get added to the discard deck. That means that when we reshuffle these cards, 2 new cards, there's going to be more cards, more crisis cards in the deck. It's going to be more likely that we find them in the rest of the game.
So essentially, every time capitalism causes problems for people, people get pissed off and they start to turn against the evil capitalists that they perceive are causing the problems. What does this sound like to you? We haven't talked about the 4 goals of the woke left in a while. The 4 goals of the woke left are always and perpetually the same. Gain as much power as possible, destabilize the system, attack capitalism, usher in their Marxist utopia. So socialists believe that all problems in the world are caused by capitalism. They try to destabilize capitalism by saying, look at how much things suck. All these problems were created by capitalism. If we just get rid of capitalism, then all these problems will go away. So they're literally playing this out in the game. They're saying, look, capitalism is creating all these crises. These crises are causing pain to people. Let's get rid of capitalism. The only way we can get rid of capitalism is all to become rebels to the system and cut off the heads of the billionaires and overthrow them. And then we get Marxism, and then all the problems will be gone. That's their argument. It's not my argument, obviously, but it's what they're saying.
For people who back our Kickstarter campaign, we have a special offer to get the first expansion pack where you get to play a rebel sympathizer, which is a feature many of our playtesters requested. But in that special version of the game, you don't know if you'll be playing a reformist who's trying to clean up the messes of the billionaires, or a revolutionary who's trying to accelerate things to their cataclysmic endpoint.
Oh my God. We literally just talked about this on Socialism Saturday the other day, about how there are basically 2 groups. There are 2 types of socialists that you can be. The Democratic Socialists of America are going to be reformers, which means they work within electoral politics. They want to make incremental change. They do want a post-capitalist society, but they believe in working within the system to reform the system. Whereas this person and the book company that is releasing this and all of his friends are radical revolutionary socialists. Radical revolutionary socialists denounce electoral politics. They don't want to work in it. They don't believe the system can be reformed from within. They believe that AOC and Bernie Sanders are literal traitors to capitalism. And so I think it's so funny. They actually worked this into their board game where you might be a reformer, which means you want to work within the electoral system to make incremental change and progress. Or you could be a revolutionary that wants to cut off the heads of the billionaires and violently overthrow the system.
Nice. I love that we're talking about the expansion pack already.
Yeah.
That's great.
Great. Yeah.
So,
guys, please mount the like button for me if you would be so kind. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed already, if you want to send me in a super chat for showing you stuff that literally no one else is showing you on the internet, this just got launched today. And the reason I know about this is that I have a literal command center built in Discord to monitor everything these leftist groups say and do. So when you find stuff out from me, you're not getting it secondhand. I go directly to the source. I monitor all these groups. I track all of them. And so when stuff comes up like this, we can jump on it literally before anyone else. So if you appreciate the work I do, please feel free to send in a super chat or support my work on Substack. I would really appreciate it because I can't do this without your guys' help.